Hello there. So, it's been a while since I've done any videos because I've been away for a week, but I also noticed it has been ages since I've done a Lemmings Plus video. I've been mostly doing Lemmings reunion videos, so I didn't intend to abandon the series, so I'm going to continue it now. So, we're in Lemmings Plus III, we're up to the rough ranking. So our first level here is called Viva Las Lamine. Even though I made the level, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. I mean, it's not really meant to be anything. It's sort of meant to be sort of French sounding, but not actual proper French. So this was actually the first Lemmings Plus III level that was made. It was originally made just as a test map to show off the use of 32 colour graphics, as well as pre-placed lemmings and teleporters. As you can see, I've set the release rate 49 here. That's basically the fastest that works on these teleporters. And it's quite a widely liked level because each skill has a very specific use apart from the bombers, of course, since it's 100%. It's kind of a noisy level because of the constant teleporting. Yeah, this is really a level that just started out as just basically a show-off / test level and eventually evolved into one of the most popular levels in Lemmings Plus III, so can't complain about that. So on to the next level, which is the Perfect Storm. So this level was made basically just for the sake of having a level that's made entirely out of steel. So, as you can see, it doesn't offer much in the way of skills. Originally it offered a bit more than this and was in an earlier rank, but got moved up later. So, yeah, 2 entrance level, got a bit of a trap going on in the middle here. This entrance has always been left facing, so your Lemmings Plus III, even when it was introduced, left facing entrances existed. They weren't overly heavily used, but they're there, so. As you can see, this level gives you just enough builders, well, with a little bit of leeway, but mostly just enough builders to get by. So we're on to level 3, which is System Shock. So basically the idea I had with this one was have 2 entrances, one of which it's not possible to save most of the lemmings from, but lemmings from there have to work to help save the other entrance. And this is basically the level that came out of that. So you can see this side can be saved because we've got the updraft here, but climbers aside, there's no real way to get these lemmings down safely. I think, to be honest, this was the most creative updraft level in Lemmings Plus III. Because at the time Lemmings Plus III was made, the glider skill didn't exist, so basically all updrafts did was slow fallers and stop them splatting. The whole glider updraft interaction was a later an afterthought, which happened when the glider skill came into existence. So we're on to level 4 now, which is I'm Going to Try Science, and yes, the name is an XKCD reference. And basically this is a level that relies very heavily on the radiation object, since there's obviously not enough destructive skills to get through. So it's basically the closest thing Lemmings Plus III has to a proper bomber timing level. With that being said, most of the timing works itself out without having to pay attention to it as such. Okay, so we're on to level 5 now, which is Dense Packing. So this one's basically you start with 5 pre-placed lemmings here, all in one spot, and when you get to the end there's 4 traps which only lets one lemming get through. We've also got a trap if they turn back, and plenty of skills to work with. So the basic idea is that you can let them get separated, but you have to have them back together at the end, or alternatively you just don't let them get separated. Zap, 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 zap. So in this level's original incarnation it was possible to save 100%. That was meant to be removed in one of the updates, but by mistake I actually included the same version of the level, so it didn't get fixed, but eventually it did. So we're on to level 6 now, which is the Lemming Redemption. This level is basically made solely for the sake of having the lowest time limit possible. Now eventually a level in Lemmings Plus Omega equaled this time limit, and then one in Lemmings Plus 4 broke it even lower. In fact it was only half of this. Yes, there's a level in Lemmings Plus 4 with a 20-second time limit. As you can see, it's not quite as simple as just digging down. It's got to be well placed so lemmings don't slip past, and you've got to knock the release rate up and down so that you've got this one lemming in can make him a floater without running out of time. So it's not as straightforward as it looks, but once you work out the timing it's a pretty easy one. So we're on to level 7 now, which is Hardwired. Now I was a bit surprised by this, but this was actually voted the most popular level of Lemmings Plus 3. In all honesty, I was expecting Viva Las Lamine to win that. It definitely came close. In fact, if I remember correctly, it was second, but this was the one that was voted the favourite. So, although it's not obvious at first glance, this level is actually somewhat inspired by a kickback scheme from Lemmings Plus 2, just with teleporters and a few other tricks. So you can see there's the resemblance of using reverse miners, and again here with another trick here of mining all the way through, using this little bit to stop the climber from going to his death. Not because you need him for quantity, but because you need him to get the lemmings up here, since the 2 builders you're given are needed to cross that gap and this one won't quite get up. So yeah, so I mean, I like that level. I wouldn't have thought it was the best level in Lemmings Plus 3 though, so well, obviously I'm not going to always agree with everyone about what the best level is. I mean, Lemmings Plus 2 I agreed with everyone there, but not so much for Lemmings Plus 3. We're on to level 8 now, which is called the Sacred State. Now this level was actually part of a 3-way swap in one of the updates. Originally this was level 14 of Rough. The level that's now Rough 14 was originally Fierce 6, and the level that was originally Rough 8 is now Fierce 6. So 3-way swap going on there, but this is the one that's now in this position. So this one's had a lot of different solutions come up to it, but obviously here we're going to see what my solution was. As you can see, we've had a few lemmings come out this side, but we've got a climber here and a digger left. Basically, this was intended to be the main trick of the level, that you, after completing the path, you save the ones down here by using this digger. So in that respect, it's sort of similar to Psycho 24, or which one was it, Genius 1 from Lemmings Plus 2, but only vaguely similar, so... But yeah, that's how this level was originally intended to be solved. I've sort of let the other solutions exist because too much hassle to fix them, and sort of makes the level a bit too hard if I do fix them, I think. And plus now I'm not really fixing the older games anymore. So that's it for this video. That's 8 levels of the Rough ranking. I'm going to do another video now with the other 7 non-secret levels, and then hopefully at some point I'll remember to do Fierce and then the secret levels. So, hope you're enjoying this. Have a good day.